As we move into 2026, scams targeting seniors are spreading faster and becoming more sophisticated than ever before. These are not the simple prize-win letters or obvious telemarketing calls that older generations once recognized and discarded without a second thought. Today's fraudsters are clever, emotional, technologically advanced, and relentless. They adapt quickly, learning from one victim to trick the next, using fear, urgency, technology, and even kindness as bait. If you are a senior or caring for one, it's vitally important to understand these 6 scams not as abstract warnings, but as real threats that can impact health, savings, family relationships, and dignity. The truth is that no matter how careful you think you are, these scams are designed to feel believable, familiar, and even trustworthy. Recognizing them early can mean the difference between everything staying safe and everything being lost. The first of these fast-spreading scams is what experts are calling the health alert identity hack. It begins with a phone call or text that looks official, often spoofing real hospital numbers, medical alert services, or insurance providers. Seniors receive an urgent message. Your medical records have been compromised, your identity may have been exposed, or there is a billing discrepancy that requires immediate verification. The scammer uses fear to prompt urgent action. They ask you to call back or click a link. Once you do, they claim they need your social security number, insurance ID, or even access to your phone to secure your account. What they really gain is the key to your identity. From there they can drain accounts, create fake medical bills, or open lines of credit in your name. Unlike old scams that relied on cash or checks, this modern trick uses your trust in healthcare systems against you. It is frighteningly effective because seniors take health concerns seriously, and scams built around urgency bypass careful thinking. Another emerging scam in 2026 targets social media and messaging apps with what is now called the family emergency crypto ruse. Fraudsters hack or spoof the accounts of grandchildren, nieces, nephews, or close friends. You might see a text or message that appears to come from someone you love. It says something like, "Grandma, I'm in trouble, I need money right now for a fine or hospital bill, and I need Bitcoin or another digital currency sent immediately." Because it looks like a loved one in distress, many seniors don't hesitate. They buy cryptocurrency, send it to the address provided, and within minutes it disappears into untraceable wallets. Scammers know how to emulate family member language, emojis, and even past conversations. This scam spreads rapidly because fear for loved ones triggers emotional responses before logic has time to step in. The result is often irreversible loss, not just of money but of trust and confidence. The third scam sweeping through senior communities in 2026 is centered around home repair and maintenance, what's being called the contractor overcharge trap. This scam often begins in person, not over the phone or online. Someone shows up at your door claiming to be a licensed contractor who can fix your roof, driveway, or siding at a special senior discount. They provide convincing documents and even fake licenses. Once the work begins, they intentionally create problems, exaggerate the scope of work, or use the excuse of unexpected damage to inflate the price dramatically. You might be asked to pay large sums up front or sign a contract with fine print that locks you into overpriced loans or liens on your home. The scam is spreading quickly because it looks legitimate, complete with uniforms, equipment, and persuasive talk. Seniors on fixed incomes can be left with massive bills and no way to reverse the damage once the contractor vanishes. The fourth scam gaining momentum in 2026 plays on emotions instead of financial urgency and is referred to as the fake charity solicitation twist. This scam targets the compassionate hearts of seniors who have always given to good causes. It begins with a phone call, email, or letter asking for donations for a seemingly worthy cause: disaster relief, veteran support, medical research, or children's charities. The twist is that these so-called charities are entirely fabricated, with names designed to closely resemble legitimate organizations. Because many seniors prefer giving over investing or stock trading, they are especially vulnerable. Once you donate, your credit card information is stored and resold to other scammers, or you may be automatically enrolled in recurring donations you never agreed to. Unlike the obvious charity appeals of years past, this scam uses emotional manipulation and slick marketing materials to hide the fact that no real good is being accomplished, leaving victims feeling betrayed and financially depleted. The fifth scam sweeping through the elder community is dubbed the government benefit-free scam. It preys on the complexity of Social Security, Medicare, and pension systems. You receive an official-looking letter, email, or phone call claiming that your benefits have been suspended due to an error or verification issue. To reactivate your benefits, you are told to provide personal information, bank routing numbers, and passwords to an online portal that looks shockingly real. Once scammers have this data, they can drain accounts, redirect payments, or sell the information on the dark web. What makes this scam particularly dangerous is that it uses fear of losing essential income to force compliance. Seniors on fixed benefits often feel they have no choice but to act quickly, not realizing the entire message is fraudulent. Once the scammers gain access, it becomes incredibly difficult to reverse the damage. The final scam that seniors need to know about in 2026 is the tech support identity hijack. Unlike older tech scams that targeted computers, this one targets phones, tablets, and smart home devices that many seniors now use daily. You might receive a pop-up, automated call or message claiming your device has been infected with a virus or that your personal data is at risk. Scammers then instruct you to install a remote access app to clean your device. Once installed, they have full control. They can read messages, steal passwords, access banking apps, and monitor activity. Because the scam appears to come from well-known companies and uses technical terminology that sounds legitimate, victims often follow instructions without questioning them. This trick has become fast-spreading because of the increasing reliance on technology in everyday life, especially during a time when seniors are more connected than ever before. What makes all of these scams so dangerous is not just their financial cost, but the emotional toll they take. Victims often feel ashamed, embarrassed, or afraid to tell family members what happened. Scammers are experts at making their schemes feel urgent, official, and non-negotiable. They use fear, empathy, and technological sophistication to short-circuit careful thought. But awareness is the first line of defense. Recognizing these scams for what they are, manipulations designed to exploit trust and vulnerability, empowers families to have honest conversations, reinforce safe practices, and check every message before acting. If you are a senior or care for one, take a moment today to talk about these scams. Teach them not just with statements like "don't do this," but with questions like "what would you do if this happened?" Encourage verification, a second opinion from a trusted person, or simply ignoring messages that demand immediate action. Scammers rely on silence, shame, and quick responses. When seniors talk, think, and verify, the power shifts back to them. In 2026, protection is not just about locks on doors or password strength. It is about awareness, conversation, and the courage to say, "I'm not sure about this, let's check together." That level of connection not only stops scams, it preserves dignity, confidence, and peace of mind in the years ahead.